Hi, you are wondering what this is. Well, I am a massive Starkid fan. Starkid make musicals, and I particularly am a fan of the Hatchetfeild series, which I'll link more information about in the description down below. There's 3 shows in the Hatchetfeild series that have been announced as to date. We've had The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, Black Friday, and coming out next February is Nerdy Prudes Must Die. There's also been Nighmare Time Seasons 1 and 2, which are the web series that they did during the pandemic. Anyway, this is me ranking all of the songs from those shows and episodes and everything. It's an interesting watch, and if you're a Starkid fan, you might find this interesting. Some of my opinions differ from the general consensus, so unpopular opinion alert. But no, I like this video, and it's from my stream. Go check me out live, twitch.tv/Mineycart. You can find my link in the description down below. But anyway, I hope you enjoy the video. My plan of attack for today. Let's rank the Hatchetfeild songs. Now, for those of you who don't know what Hatchetfeild is, it's Nighmare Time, Season 1 and Season 2, as well as the Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals and Black Friday musicals from Starkid. If you don't know who Starkid are, I do. And go to Starkid. Starkid Productions, really cool group. I honestly really love them, and yeah, the newest musical in the Hatchetfeild series, Nerdy Prudes Must Die, is coming out in February, and I'm really excited about that. I'm really excited. It's gonna be really cool. Anyway, so today we're gonna be ranking the songs in those shows, and we've got a good couple of songs here from Adore Me to Young at Heart. And this is my opinion, so if you don't like it, if anyone finds this video on YouTube, if you don't like it, I'm sorry. Okay, so let's go through the songs. We'll start with Adore Me, which is from Black Friday. Adore Me is a good song. Like, I love Lauren's vocals in it. I think she's great. I think that it's one of the weaker songs overall in the show for me, and I know that's probably an unpopular opinion. Sorry, I'm just changing the title of the stream. I know that's an unpopular opinion, but I don't love it as much as some of the other ones. I just think that Black Friday for me is a very strong show. I think the general opinion on Black Friday versus Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals is that Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals is the better one, but I personally prefer Black Friday. Like, I personally think Black Friday is the better show, as much as I love Guy. So Adore Me, I think Adore Me is going to go middle of the road. It's going to go C for me. And S, so I'm going to say S is like really, really incredible songs that I absolutely love. A and V are really good, and obviously C and D, so it goes middle of the road for me. Actually, tell you what, I'll leave Adore Me there, but let's try and go through in chronological order. So where's The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals? Here it is. The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals. Opening song to the Hatchetfeild universe, and the opening song to The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals, the titular song of the show. I honestly think it's a good song. It is probably just in C. It's an okay song. The ensemble is really good. I think it's great, and I think they do a really good job of singing it. And I love all the dancing that they do and all the moves. I love watching them. It's honestly a lot of fun. So after that is La Di Da Da Days. Now I'm just going to quickly open up another tab and pull up the song order just so I know. The Guy Who Didn't Like Musicals song order. I think I know, but I just want to make sure. You know, I don't want to like miss a song. Yeah, it's La Di Da Da Day. It's the next song. La Di Da Da Day. This is going to be probably an A tier. It's a really cool song. I love Mariah's voice. I think Mariah has a great voice, and I think she really like nails that song and really like brings it to life. So yeah, I think it's a fantastic song, really well done, and I love just that it's like the typical musical song. I think it just is really good, in my opinion, and it's definitely one that I listen to a lot. What do you want, Paul? Where is that one? There it is. What do you want, Paul? This one for me probably is a D. It's a good song. It's quite a funny one, but I don't know. I don't love it. Um, something like majorly wrong with it per se. It's not really for me. Kind of, you know, I don't know. I feel like I need to justify these more, but like, I don't know. I just don't vibe with What Do You Want Paul as much as I do with these two, or with La Di Da Da Day, for example. Okay, cup of roasted coffee, and we'll do a cup of roasted coffee. That for me is a B tier. It's a really cool song. Get your cup of roasted coffee, your morning cup of joey. That's that one I'm singing is Poison Coffee, but yeah, that one I love. Cup of Poison Coffee, A tier. The two songs together are amazing. I just love the little the reprise, but not reprise, of Poison Coffee. I think it's just great, and it's a great little thing. Like if I pull up, I actually got the site that I'm actually using to see things is Genius, which is like a lyric site, and just looking at the lyrics of Poison Coffee, you can see. Oh, so I didn't realize I was so zoomed in. It's like, I just love, get your cup of poison coffee, you toxic cup of joey. We'll make a twisted cup of Java mocha latte with the goofy you jack. I love this jack bit. This whole song is just great. That's one of the reasons why I rank it so highly. Okay. Show Me Your Hands is the next one. For me, I think this is probably gonna be sits in a C tier. It's a bit better than What Do You Want, Paul, but it's still kind of one of those songs that, like, I don't know, I don't love listening to it, but I don't hate it either, you know, it's an okay song. There's not really much more to say about it. You Tied Up My Heart. Where is it? I'm sorry, that's gonna go in D. I really don't like You Tied Up My Heart. It's just not my kind of song. I don't know, it's probably the song that I listen to the least out of the Starkid, out of this show. And it's probably the one that I skip, like, when watching the show back. So I just don't enjoy as much. Although I do love the ending of it, the actual, like, what goes on after it. It's a great moment. Okay, going from that into an incredible song, Enjoying Us and Die, if I can find it. There it is. That's an A tier for me. It's a short one, and I love it. I love how it so abruptly ends with Hitchens running in and shooting the both of them. I think it's such a great way to end it. It's like, it's just quite a funny way to end it, and I think that is something that really is nailed in that song. And I also love Jamie's vocals at the very beginning. Yeah, I think it's just a really good song. What's next? Next is Not Your Seed, which is one of Mariah's songs, if I can find it. Where is it? There it is. This, for me, B tier. It's really good. Mariah does it really well. I love Alice as a character, and seeing Bill, the whole dynamic between Alice and Bill, I think, in this song is just really cool, and I really like it. And I think that they did a really good job with sort of telling you a lot of their backstory in the one song. Like, you know, bits and pieces of it as it builds throughout the show, but there's a lot of, like, little bits that I dropped, I think, during Not Your Seed, and I think that's a really good song. Okay, here we come to the interesting one. Show-stopping number, where is it? Which is, I know it's a fan favourite. For me, it's going to be a B. It's a good song, but I got tired of it quite quickly, I'm not going to lie. Like, it's a fantastic song, and Robert nails it, and the movement, and the dancing, it's great. But, like, I don't know, it gets old for me very quickly, so I think that's why I'm going to put it there in B. It is a good song. This is, like I say, this is based on personal preference and personal feeling towards these songs. Next up is America Is Great Again. This one probably sits in C for me. Not an awful song. not a great one in my opinion. Again, I must emphasize this. If you don't agree with this, that's fine. You're entitled to your own opinion. Also, I'm very much aware that half my audience, probably all of my audience, don't have a clue what I'm even ranking right now. You guys should go check out Starkid. They're great. I will link their YouTube and stuff below. You should check them out. But yeah, it's a funny song. I love the America's Great Again line. It's quite a funny little joke, especially given that Starkid's American. I like the fact that there's that little jab in there. Let Him Come. Beat it. It's a pretty cool little, like, what's the word? He's the word. No. What is it? I was pretty sure I can do it. Here, is it? What is it? Remind me again. Did you hear the word? What's the word? He's a coming. Who's a coming? Paul's a coming. Paul's a coming. The star of the show. Let him come. Word. What's the word? He's a coming. You see, it's just that. I just love it. I love it. It's quite simple, short, and effective. And I think it's just really good. So that's why it goes there. Next up is Let It Out, which I love. I'm going to put Let It Out probably to B. It's a really good song. I love John in it. John is one of my favourite Starkids, and just seeing him get his real moment to shine. Like, yeah, he's one of the main characters in Guy. In fact, he is the main character. I don't know what I'm talking about. One of. He is the main character in Guy, but like, you know, just him having his true moment to shine in the melodical sense was great. And I love to watch it. Now comes on to Inevitable, which immediately goes to S for me, because Inevitable was and still is my favourite song from Guy. It's just, you know, it's really good. I love the comedy of it. I honestly sometimes would just play it and run around my house singing it. Badly, I should add, because I'm not a singer, obviously. But I just love it. I think it's great, and it's one of my favourites of Starkid, of Hatchetfeild history. I don't actually know how popular of an opinion that is. I don't know people's thoughts on it, really, on Inevitable. But yeah, for me, that is the top song. And that is the guy who did our musical songs. Moving on to Black Friday. On the list. Okay. Can I get the full list, please? Thank you. Okay, so the first song is, well, according to this, the first song's the prologue, but actually the first song is the Tickle Me Weekly jingle. The Wiggly jingle. Here it is, the Tickle Me Wiggly jingle. This one for me sits in A tier. It's a great little jingle. It's a funny little thing to get you into the show, and generally it's just gets stuck in my head very easy, which obviously is the idea of a jingle. But you know, it is great, and I love it. Okay, next up is What Tim Wants, which for me is gonna have to sit in C. I think Dylan has an amazing voice, and honestly, I love Dylan's voice in another song, which we'll get to later on. But What Tim Wants for me, just, I don't know. It's a good song. I can appreciate that it's a good song. But, I don't know. Just part of me, I think, thinks it goes on for a little bit too long, in my personal opinion. And I feel really bad saying all these things, like, you know, but like, this is, you know, I gotta try and detach myself from this. Like, this is my opinion. And I know, I just feel like it goes on for a little longer than I'd want it to. But I love Dylan's voice, which is why I can't really put it any lower than that. Dylan's voice is great. The song is great. I love the whole flash, bang, Jane, and all that bit. It's great. And I love it to bits. Okay, California Mia. Yep. California Mia. There we go. We got there in the end. This is a great song. One of my favourites. It'll be probably an A. I love the way it starts with "My mom's a bitch." I love that, and I love Angela as well. This is obviously the first proper introduction to Angela as a singer in the show in Starkid, and I love her. Angela as well is one of my favourite Starkids, and this song just is great for her, I think. And I love Kendall as well in this song. Two of them are great. Robert's great in this song. And yeah, it's just a great moment and memory from Black Friday. Now we get on to the trilogy of songs from the scene. We have What Do You Say to start with, which immediately goes to S tier, I think, for me. Does it go to S tier? Yeah. I think What Do You Say goes to S tier. I love it. I love it's such a cool way to show that the town is such a small town. Like they've always said, you know, it's a tiny town of Hatchetfeild. And literally in the Guy Who Didn't Like Musical song, there is a line, it's one of the very first lines, in the tiny town of Hatchetfeild. So, you know the town's small, but you don't really realise that, I don't think, until, well, you don't. This is just a good way of showing that, I think, and I love just all of the people in it. I love it centered around Becky and Tom, and the whole dance that goes with the choreography. I think it's great, and I really love it. Well, yeah, Our Doors Are Open is next. There it is. That one's for me is probably an A tier. It's a great song. I love Corey in it. It gives Corey a real moment to shine, because I don't feel like he got one of those, like a big moment in Guy Who Didn't Like Musical, so it really gives Corey a moment to shine. And it's great, like commentary on capitalism and everything. It's great. Feast or Famine, again, gonna be an A tier. It's just a really good song. The synth in it is great, and I just love it. These whole like trilogy of songs in that little scene are great, and I love them to bits. Okay, next up on the list is Monsters and Men, if I can find it. There it is. Monsters and Men. For me, probably is a C. I like it. I'm warming to it. When I first heard it, I didn't like it at all. But I am definitely warming to it. I'm curious to see, like, because I'm probably going to rewatch all the shows myself before Nerdy Prudes, and then probably after Nerdy Prudes as well. So I'm curious if my opinion on Monsters and Men, and so what my opinion changes on. Obviously, for the reference, this is on the 30th of October that I'm doing this. So I'm just curious to see how my opinions change going forward, you know. Okay, so that's that. But yeah, Monsters and Men, I warm to it. It's a decent song. I like it. I love, I love the bit where Jeff looks at the camera. There's so many great moments in it. Okay, so that's the end of Act 1. Then we move into Act 2 with Deck the Bells of Northvale High School, which sits firmly in B tier for me. It's a cool song. It's a cool way to open Act 2, and I love the way watching reaction videos, everyone's always really confused for a second. They're like, what? And it takes, some people get like work out during the song that it's the movie that that was in the Cineplex. But some people it takes like the entire rest of the show, until they start talking about it, that they realise, and I love that. It's great. And it's just great. There's so many great dancers in it. Lauren and Joey are great in it as Jiggle and Django, and yeah, I love them. Take Me Back. I'm gonna take me back. S tier, 100%. It's an S tier song. It's great. I love it. It's fun to listen to. I love Kim and Dylan's voices together. Kim has an amazing voice. She's so talented with her vocals, and she nails this song, I think, for me, and it's one of the reasons why I love it. Her and Dylan sound great together. Adore Me, we've already done. Do You Want to Play? Another example of Kim's amazing vocals. Gonna sit it in A tier. It just is creepy, like really creepy. But great, and I love Dylan in it. The way how, if you watch the video, he scares like random audience members, and it's great. I recently watched Black Friday with my mum, so I'm remembering a lot of the funny things from that. What's next? Made in America. Made in America. Where is it actually? Made in America. I'm gonna put it as a B tier. It's a really cool like commentary on American politics and stuff, in my opinion. Obviously, I can't really comment too much on American politics as a Brit, but yeah, I think it's a really cool little commentary, and I think it's great. I realize I'm giving very brief. Like I remember one night I was chilling out and I was talking through this idea to myself. I remember I was giving much more detailed explanations of why I was putting things in certain places. Because I basically did this video myself on my own. I was lying in my bed over there, and I was doing this video, sort of like talking through them to myself. just without the tier list, but now I'm like officially putting them down on the tier list. Okay, next is the titular song Black Friday, which I love. S tier. Angela nails it. She is an amazing singer, and I love her. I love the vocals that she puts on. Monsters and Men reprise. B tier. It's cool. I love the harmonies in the background, but they're really good. Oh, thank you for the quote. Miney Bop. Not Miney Bop. Well, yes, Miney Bop, but not Miney Bop. Yeah, I think it's really good. If I Fail You, here's the next one. Same thing really for me with this one to What Tim Wants. I don't know, and I feel bad saying it. I'm also gonna move Adore Me to where it should be. If I Fail You, it goes on for a bit too long in my opinion. Dylan's got a great voice, but that's my personal thought that it just goes on for a little bit longer than I'd like it to. But I still love it, and I can still recognise it. It's a great song. Okay, then we have Wiggle, which is definitely a B tier. Great song. I will wiggle, wiggle, wiggle my way to the sun. Just love it. And we end off with Black Friday with What If Tomorrow Comes, which is an S tier. Kendall nails this song. I love it. And the camera work in it, seeing all the characters that we know come back at the end, the way the show ends, it's great. It gives me chills when I listen to it the first time, and it still does. And it's another one of those songs like Inevitable that I just love singing and listening to. And it's something you might actually spot a theme of the end of shows and content. Okay, so then we move into Nightmare Time with the theme, which has to be an S tier. It's great. I love it to bits. It's a fantastic theme. So good. I'm so glad they uploaded just the theme video, because obviously on the first YouTube version it did lag a bit. So I'm glad they uploaded that so we could see it properly. But it was great, and it was a cool introduction to what Nightmare Time was going to be, making the most of what we could do during the pandemic. And I think that it was a really good song. Next up on the list is, I'm trying to think, the Hatchetfeild 8 Man, I think is the next one. This for me, I think it's an unpopular opinion, but it's going to be a D tier. Just never really liked this song that much. I mean, Jamie has a great voice. I mean, evidenced by some of the other songs I've put quite high, like Jonas and Die. But just never really gelled well with this song for me. And I think the other song for this show was Watch Your World, wasn't it? Oh no, it wasn't. 1000 Eyes is what it's called, isn't it? No, hang on. I've completely passed two songs. The Blinky song, A tier. I love it. It's cool. It's like the Wiggly jingle for me. Just fun, happy, cool to listen to. Then there's Snoozle Town, which, as much as I love Angela, you're gonna have to go and see. Again, just like Hatchetfeild 8 Man, just not one that I ever really gelled with. I can appreciate it, but it's not really one for me. What's next? Next is 1000 Eyes, which, there it is. What next is 1000 Eyes. That for me is an A tier. It's a cool song. Jeff has such great vocals on it, and it's a cool way to end the first episode of Nightmare Time Season 1. Okay, then we have Forever and Always, which for me sits in B and C. Cool song. Again, just a nice little opening to Forever and Always, the actual story in Nightmare Time at the beginning of episode 2. There's not really much more to say about it other than that, really. I'm trying to remind myself by looking at the song list to see, because I know there's at least one other song in that show, but I don't know what it is. Wait, is there another one in there? There has to be at least one of the songs. Oh, there's Time Bastard. I know Time Bastard's in there as well. Time Bastard, again, probably just sits in C. Not my kind of song, but I can appreciate it, and I think it's a cool song, and I love Kim's voice, so okay. Was it Peanuts? B tier, 100%. I love it. The silliness of it. Lauren and Joey just absolutely nail it. I love Jeff's little cameos in it. They're great. It just makes me laugh whenever I see it, and it's a cool way to end the second episode. Okay, opening the third episode, we've got the infamous "Got My Foot on the Gas." I don't think. What the fuck? This is me trying to do the like rock thing, and that was not right. I'm just holding up 3 fingers in a weird way. Is it like that? That's it, isn't it? Is that the rock thing? Got my foot on the gas. There we go. Anyway. But yes, Jane's a Car, definite S tier. Love it. Listen to it a lot. It's a great song. And I love it. The Witch in the Web, probably a C tier. It's not a song that I listen to a lot, but I do love it. I love listening to Kendall's voice. She's got such an amazing vocal talent, and I do love listening to it. Okay, next up for me, next up is the Werbo Spin for You, I think. Unless I'm forgetting one. No, I'm just looking at the list. I'm pretty sure the rest of the songs are from season 2. Baxter! Thank you for the resubscription going into month 6. How you doing, mate? Welcome on, and I've seen you've been getting back into streaming lately. How's that been going? Okay. So yes, the Werbo Spin for You, S tier. Love it. Love the song. I think it's great, and it's a great way to end the series, and Mariah's voice is great, as I've already said. You good? You like it? Thank you for the alert there, Baxter. I do appreciate it. Yeah. Did you guys notice a pattern here? Inevitable. What If Tomorrow Comes? The Werbo Spin for You. I really like the ending songs of the series. I don't know why. I really gel well with them. Okay, moving into season 2. The first thing in season 2 was the season 2 theme, which is for me is an A tier. I love it, and it's still just as good as the season 1 theme. But like, you have that nostalgia, or at least I do, for the season 1 theme. So the little changes, as cool as they are, and I like them. Just prefer the season 1 theme, just because it was the original. You know, nothing iffy about that. What comes next? I'm trying to think. My brain's trying to remember. I know Latte Hatte is one of the first songs. Latte Hatte, Honey Queen, and the Nibbly Dibbly, isn't it? So, Latte Hatte, S tier. Love it. I was craving more Mariah, and I got it. So, there we go. I think... oh, hang on. Honey Queen. I forgot one. Honey Queen, the intro song into the story. C tier. You know, it's a good song. I like it. Okay, now here is where I know my opinion is unpopular, and I know that this is where, if I'm going to get hate comments, this is where I'm going to get them from. Queen Bee, for me, goes in D tier, and I feel bad, but I just don't like the song, because I just don't like that kind of music, and again, this is my personal opinion, and I feel bad putting it that low, but like... I don't know, it's just not for me. And I think another thing that kind of bugged me down from it was just the amount of hype the song got. Like, I didn't really like it that much anyway. And it's no criticism to Laura or Corey who directed it, it's just not my kind of music. And yeah. And yeah, I mean, that's kind of it really. I can see why some people like it. If that's your kind of music, then fair enough. But for me, it's not for me. That's not why it's something I listen to. So yeah, that's why it's so low. And then the Nibbly Dibbly or Nibbly Ditty, is it Ditty? Yeah. For me, B tier. Cool little song. Definitely my least favourite of the ones about the Lords in Black. Although really that's only the first one. The second one about the Lords in Black, the other one's been Wiggly. Sorry. Okay. Episode 2. I think the first song in episode 2 is Perky's Buds. There's 3 songs, yeah. So, Perky's Buds, definite C tier for me. It's a good song. I love the way it's directed, and I love Jay in it. I think they're really great, and they're a great addition to the Starkid family. Moving on to Axeman and Abstinence Camp as the story, which for me, oh, cool kids, thank you for the follow. For me, Abstinence Camp is my favourite Starkid thing at the minute. I love it, it's great, which is why I'm really happy that that's sort of thing that Nerdy Prudes is coming from, because I think it has some amazing songs, an amazing story, and I think it's great. I could do a whole video talking about why I love Abstinence Camp so much. But for me, Axeman, S tier, and also Virginity Rocks, S tier. Axeman is a great story. Axeman is a fantastic song. Amazing vocals from Corey and from... oh, who's the other person? Oh my god, that's going to bug me now. Oh, hang on one second. I've got to look this up because otherwise it is going to bug me. Axeman... oh, bad. Bryce! That's her name. Bryce. Corey Doris, Bryce Charles, and directed by Kurt Mega, and also stars Kim Whalen in the video. It's great. It's great. And then Virginity Rocks, directed by Lauren, starring John and Kim. Great. Just love the video, love the song. Again, Kim's voice is amazing, John's voice is great. Together they go really well. And I think they're just great songs, and I love them a lot. And I am really glad we got to hear them, and that's one of the reasons, like I say, why Axeman or Abstinence Camp is my favourite Nightmare Time story. Okay, what's next? Next is it Younger Heart? Yeah, it's Younger Heart, isn't it? I like Younger Heart. I'm gonna put it as a C tier. Quite a fun little song. You know, I love Jamie's video, it was great. And I loved the bit at the end where there was the little, not Build-A-Bear, what are they called? They're called something, those teddies that she has, that all turn into the Lords in Black teddies, which I think are great, dolls, which are great. It's a great way to end the song. The next song on the list, I believe, is Killer Track, which for me, sits at C. I like it. It's not for me, again, not really that kind of music, but I like it, and it does its job of being like an eerie thing you wouldn't want to listen to, and it sort of would haunt you, and it does still haunt me to this day in a way. So Jeff did a good job with that. Next up is Run Away With Me, which definitely goes in A tier. It's a great song. Again, Kim nails it. Kurt does an amazing video. What's not to love? Kim and Kurt are an amazing duo, when they're working together, and it's great. I love it. Just run away. I mean, that was a great thing. And after 2 stories in episode 3, Killer Track was probably my favourite. Okay, moving on to the final story. Oh, hang on. Not quite, because we've still got the Nightmare Time Nerdy Beasts remix. Nightmare Time theme Nerdy Beasts remix, which goes in S tier for me. It's great. I love it. I love the rock remix of it. Joey's great in it, and the video with Jeff is great. I love it to death. It's honestly a great one to listen to. I've got all 3 Nightmare Time songs on my Spotify playlist, so whenever one comes on, I have to try and work out which one it is. And usually that one's quite easy to tell which one it is between the 3. Okay, so the final 3 songs. Yellow Jacket. B tier. I like it. It's quite cool. I love the fact that Mariah directed it. And I love Angela's voice, so it goes high up. Use It or Lose It. C tier for me. I don't know. It's just not. It's a cool song. The visuals are quite cool. Yeah. But then finally, Next Time. S tier. When Next Time played in Nightmare Time Season 2, the finale, I cried. Like, I legit cried. Like, I was crying a little bit anyway because of the, what happened in the story. But then the song played and I was legit bawling. It was honestly, an amazing song. An amazing thing. And I'm so glad that, it was so great. And Dylan did a great job directing it. And I think that, you know, overall, I really loved it. So that's my overall opinions. If you want to know more information about why I've put a certain one in a certain place, you are welcome to drop me a message on the old YouTube comments, and I'll gladly do my best to explain a little bit better why I've put one in a certain place. I am going to quickly open up my Twitter, and I'm going to post this on my Twitter. Also, I just want to quickly see what the hashtag for Starkid is real quick. Hashtag Starkid. Is it Starkid? Baxter! Thank you for the raid. Hello, Indy. Hello, Baxter. Hello, 101. How are you doing? Welcome on in. It is lovely to see you. How is it going? We are just wrapping up a video real quick, and then I'll probably address you guys. So yes, I'm going to post this onto Twitter, and I'm going to say my thoughts on the hashtag Hatchetfeild, hashtag Starkid songs. My opinions. Okay, I'm just going to bring this over here so you guys can see what I'm writing. My opinions. My onions. My opinions. And so done. My opinions. Okay, if yours are different, I know. So I know at least one is unpopular. But there we are. Hype for actually Starkid returns and nerdy Prudes. Okay, there we go. Let me just quickly attach this really quickly. There we go. So I will link this tweet in the description down below, so if people want to go ahead and look at it later on, you're welcome to, and see what people think about my ranking. But anyway guys, thank you for watching this video. If you have enjoyed it, please don't forget to like. If you are new around here, please subscribe to the channel, and come hang and check out my Twitch where this is recorded live, twitch.tv/Mineycart. But anyway guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you all soon. Bye!